Welcome to Thanks to Sank TV, brought to you courtesy of First Ave Entertainment. I am your host, B. It's great to be back in the building here at Carew. If you want more information about Carew, please log on. Facebook, you can find them, as well as Instagram at Carew Multiplex. Now, here at Carew, they have awesome events where you can have bar mitzvahs, banquets, launch parties, you name it, check them out. Now, this show, Thanks to Sank, is brought to you courtesy of First Ave Entertainment. You can find more information about us on www.thanks2sanktv, as well as on Instagram at Thanks2SankTV. Again, I'm your host, B. You can find me on Instagram at BLongChamp. We got an awesome show lined up for you today. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Thanks to Sank TV. I'm your host, B, and we are here with Craze.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And Craze is a hip-hop artist.
Right.
He also raps, obviously. And you've been in the game for quite some time now.
Yes.
Let's get right into it and talk about your mixtape.
I got a tape called Frequency. It's out right now on iTunes and Spotify. I have a lot of direction towards it. And it's really about, like, just a collaboration of a lot of good momentum music. You feel me? And, like, how can I say, like, I'm just grabbing a lot of, not ideas,
right,
but let's say, for instance, vibe. It's
gotcha.
It's like a more of a vibration, you feel me, more of a feeling. So, you know how people, or most rappers, they got that, what's that called? Mumble rap. You know how they do majority mumble rap, and I'm not a mumble rapper.
Okay.
I like to go in the moment, you know, and actually try to take so much story out of that moment and put it on a track, if I can fit it as much as I can on that track, you know.
So you do a lot of freestyling?
I do when I was once upon a time writing a lot, but since I'm not writing a lot now, you know what I'm saying, I kind of fell off of freestyling a little bit. So
Got you. So what is it that you want people to take away from your music once they, listen to it?
Take away?
Yes.
I want everybody to take away positivity, a good time, everything can be great. You don't have to be negative, you know what I'm saying? You don't always have to make the decision to go the wrong way, because the wrong way is so easy to go, you know what I'm saying? Go the right way. You feel me? The right way is much harder. It's challenging. Challenge your mind.
Right.
And that's what I really want people to take out of this tape.
Were you always this grounded?
Yes, for a long time I was, but it's just gotten stronger.
Okay.
And I took a lot of knowledge, a lot of discovering, research, studying, so that's really got me.
So is there someone in your life that has allowed you to find this sense of self?
Myself.
Okay.
No, okay. Honestly, no. I don't. everything that has happened to me as far as like any traumatic has just now happened. You feel me? So it's just like probably like a year, 2, 3 ago. But other than that, like, I don't know, I've always been inspired by life itself, you know, just
I love it.
You know what I'm saying, the way.
And the reason why I'm like all in right now, because there's this wave now of depression. Well, depression's always existed, but I guess now people are speaking on it. Now people are exposing it, and oftentimes, especially in our community, we tend to shy away from speaking on depression because religion comes into play, and then people say, oh, just pray it away. Just pray it away. And then instead of, you see all these people and they look like they're really happy and they're having this awesome life. Yeah,
I can say I was one of the victims who was going through a big depression. You know, I was trying to find myself. I was lost, you know. And
how did you overcome it?
Well, it took a lot of digging, shall I say. You know, I took a lot of reflecting upon myself. You know, I had to look in the mirror a couple times and tell myself, you know, much more positivity than my brain was telling me this much negative.
Yeah, I had to affirm yourself.
Exactly. You know, I had to not work, but kind of trick the mind.
Yeah.
You know, so from that point, it was like a different situation. My confidence went up. My creativity went up, just being who I am, you know what I'm saying? And just now from that point, it just went to, like I said, discovery and a lot of, like you said, religion and stuff. And people say pray it away. And, you know, I want people to understand that you can pray it away. But at the same time, though, you praying, you have to put action behind that prayer.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
And that's the only way you're going to make everything happen. That's the only way you're going to be able to get to the point that you want to get to, you know, your goal. And like I told my a few friends now, like being successful is setting a goal and seeing it through.
Right.
You can always, you know, have this, how should I say, dream. You know what I'm saying? Having a dream is one thing, but being successful is like, say for instance, you're thirsty right now.
Right.
Your goal is to grab a cup of water.
Right.
You're gonna go grab that cup of water and drink it. You're successful at getting that cup of water and drinking. That's being successful.
Right.
It takes a little small detail to realize that you are already a successful person.
Right.
Until you realize that, you will realize you're a bigger successful person than you will ever think.
Jules.
You know, and that's just it. It's
pretty
honest.
much. So how do you feel? That was awesome. How do you feel about well, since we did brush on the religion a little bit, how do you feel about people who are seeking help professionally? Do you feel like they should do that? Is there a balance with that? Because I know a lot of people frown upon that as well.
Oh man, like, okay, when you seek help from the right people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just, you can't just go to anybody. I mean, you can, but you can't, because it's sort of like a balance. You know, you have to find the right wave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It may take you some time. You can get to one person, but maybe this one person may not have all the answers. Right. So you're going to have to get this other puzzle piece from another person.
Right.
You feel me? So you have to go through different searches of people, and, you know, however the mood or however the feeling gets you. You know what I'm saying? You just, you follow your heart.
Pretty much.
You follow your heart. And that's what's going to get you the puzzles that you really need from everybody.
So what drew you into this type of artistry? Like, you could have chose any form that you want.
You said
what drew you into rapping?
Oh man, honestly, like I said, I've always had this big aspiration of life, and it just drew me. And like, I've listened to a lot of artists and their music, you know what I'm saying, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent and stuff. They were more of my, you feel me, people I looked up to. Like, I would be like everybody and be like, oh, Tupac and Biggie, but honestly, those are not the ones I really gravitated to on that level, because that wasn't my generation. My generation was like Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Eminem, you know what I'm saying, the ones that was really, you know, going hard.
And they were spitting positivity?
Exactly. They was at a point, well, I want to say this. Because you caught me right there.
Yes, they have some tracks.
It's like this. I picked the moment.
Okay.
The tracks that have this moment, the feeling.
Got you. Okay.
That kind of makes you inspired by something.
Right. Okay.
And, you know, and it just
not as a whole. There's specific tracks,
you know,
that take you there, that encourage you and motivate you.
And I would like for most celebrities is like, try to take those tracks and make more of them. Make them like copy them, like duplicate them, however, you know, make it your own way, but make more of it.
Right.
Instead of just diving into another negative wave or pool of liquor and bloodshed and stuff like that's crazy. Like I don't understand it. Like
So,
you know.
So we can find your music on all outlets, right? All music outlets.
Yes.
And you have another event that is coming up really soon.
I have I do have a project coming up, and it's called Trap Rave. And the reason why it's called Trap Rave is because it's bringing it's more transcending the sound of the hard trap beats and stuff with the EDM type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And kind of just making it a bigger collision, like something that's never been done before. You know,
so you're merging the two. So they're colliding. I
yeah,
got that. Okay.
And then that way you're like, you know, you can have this different type of, you know, reminisce of music, you know, something that's long lasting, people could look up to, and not only look up to, but, you know, just have a heart for, like, you know, I love this. This is what's needed. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know.
So where can we contact you for more information?
You can contact me on Instagram, actually Daytoday Craze.
Okay.
Facebook, Daytoday Craze. Also, I have a marketing website called What Keeps You Inspired. And
what's that about?
It's really focused on locals and bigger projects of people who have these artwork, and it could be anything. Say for instance, dancing, you know, drawing, spray painting. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It can be even to hair, like you know. So we just kind of take your art, your product, and we put it on our page, and you know, we promote it and we show people like, hey, this is good artwork. This is what's not being shown. This is what people is overlooking. You know what I'm saying? So
you're giving them a platform, so that other people can see, kind of like the underground art. Okay. All right. So we can contact you at Daytoday Craze on Instagram.
Yes.
Facebook as well.
Yes.
And Instagram. What else you have on YouTube as well?
Oh yeah. Oh well. YouTube channel, What Keeps You Inspired. You'll see my music videos. A lot of my music and my videos will be on that channel. I would say I would have my own channel, but you know, I'm more focused on me and what's around me. Gotcha. So you know, I'm just spreading the love. That's all.
All right, Craze. Thanks for your positivity.
Appreciate it.
When you said Craze, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get somebody that's a little crazy, but no, you're very mellow.
Yes.
You're very inspiring. And we need some positivity in this, especially now. Lord, we need it.
Oh, man.
So thank you so much for sticking and staying with us and taking some time out of your busy schedule to come to Thanks to Sank TV. Thanks to Sank TV, we have so much more in store for you. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Yo.
Healthcare workers and nurses are in high demand. Take your first step toward a medical career today at Ideal Professional Institute in Miami Gardens. With multiple programs available, you can become a patient care technician in just 9 months, a home health aide in under 1 month, an LPN in just a year. Ideal Professional Institute is licensed by the state of Florida, so register now. Call 305-653-7886.
Sink to sink. Music is life. Yeah, yeah.
More, voice to the man, just on reaching out to the world. Take banana.
We're back on Thanks to Sank TV. I'm your host, B, and we are here with one of the founders of the Broward Hip Hop Festival, and his name is Sage. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. You're definitely not a stranger. You've been here several times, right?
Yes,
So
family.
now we are here to talk about the festival. We're going to get right into it.
Yes.
What do we have in store as far as this festival is concerned?
What we have in store is family fun, extravagant, hip hop, peace. The event is Broad Hip Hop Festival, and it's our first year. And basically, it's about bringing the community together, the artists together, and putting an event together in the name of hip hop and in the name of peace.
Love the peace aspect
yes,
of it.
Yes.
So what motivated you guys to come up with this event?
As you know, Sing Sir Sink is family. We're artists ourselves, and we've been through the hardship of, being an artist and not having enough platforms.
Yes.
In South Florida for artists, you go to other states and like Georgia, they have indie festivals for independent artists. You go to California, they have a plethora of them. You know what I'm saying? But here we didn't have none.
Right.
So we felt like, going through the years of us being artists, we always felt like we wanted to create a platform that'll open the doors for the young and also the up and coming.
I love it.
It's going well.
And the awesome thing about that is that it gives people who pretty much have idle time on their hand something to do.
Yes.
It gives them something to do. And most of the time when we see a lot of the violent acts, one of the reasons why is because they have nothing to do.
Yes. And the crazy thing that you're talking about that is we have a segment which is like the festival is basically a fashion show, a summit, car show. We have comedy.
All in one day?
Yeah. It's from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
And in the summit part, as you're speaking about violence and idle time, we're discussing community violence, and we have Sue Ann Robinson, we have Derek Roberson Jr. He's a former Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFL player. We have Hip. He's a former producer with DMX and Rough Riders, Grammy nominated. And we're going to talk, and more people, but we're going to talk about community violence and also the pros and cons of the South Florida music scene.
Right.
Find ways to make it better in all aspects. So if we do have solutions like after school programs and everything to where it more art, things involving art. They took art out of school. Why not implement art programs after school so kids can not have idle time, or people can not have idle time so they can do stuff? But we're talking about all that.
And the awesome thing about this event is not only that you guys are talking about it, you guys came together and say, okay, here's a problem, and what are we going to do to solve it? Because there's a lot of people that are chiefs in the community, but all they do is talk.
Yes.
So the awesome thing is that you guys actually put some action behind it, put those bootstraps on, laced them up, and said we're gonna get in there and get the job done. That's pretty dope.
Yes.
In addition to that, you said car show.
Yes.
And I love how you merged the different avenues as well, because
that's our culture. That's our culture. Like the title, the slogan for the festival is it's a tri-county cultural festival, meaning we're showing our culture.
Right.
Our culture is cars, rims. Nowadays it's foreigns. Back in the days it was 72s, Chevys, Donks. And it's still that way. But now we're moving into the foreign, so we kind of like mixing the car show where we have foreign cars, and then we're having old school Chevys and Donks and stuff like that. And it's going to come with a stage. So we're having 2 stages. We have a main stage where we're doing a whole lot of production, and then we have the second stage which is where the car show will be located, and the artists will be performing on there as well.
So the Tri-County is Dade, Broward, and
Palm Beach.
Yes.
And
we have so many artists now that are coming from the Palm Beach area.
Oh yeah.
That long time ago, still Miami is still struggle, like you mentioned before. We still struggle as far as getting our music out there, but we have so many artists that are coming up from the Palm Beach area that didn't have a platform. And they're very, very talented.
Yes.
So as far as you said, you had the Teen Summit, you have the car show. In addition to that, other artists are performing. How does an artist? So here I am. I'm an up and coming artist, and I hear about it. By this time, I'm like, okay, how is it that I'm able to contact you to get information to be on it next year? Because I'm pretty sure right now you guys have
we have so much.
Set.
We want to thank the artist community and everybody watching that supported the platform. A lot of artists reached out to us from different cities and states. We have artists coming from New York. We have artists coming from Atlanta. We have artists that are inquired about it from Minnesota. We was shocked, man, to see that people love Broward County and South Florida music scene that much.
Nice.
And so if you want to be a part of next year, we're gonna have auditions starting July.
Oh, okay, July of this year.
July of this year.
Nice.
We're doing an audition every month up until next year's festival. This is how we want to have a proving ground for the artists to come showcase their talent, so we know that whenever we bring the showcase again, or anytime like we're doing this year, we did auditions this year. So anytime we bring the showcase, we want to bring the best.
Nice.
We don't want to just, select the talent based on, you just giving us a call and paying us money.
Right.
We review your music, we look at your social media, we see if you're active, established, doing something. Because a lot of people say they artists, but they really are just, it's a hobby.
Right.
It's just
Right.
play,
Right.
and we don't want play on the stage.
Nice.
We want real deal talent on the stage.
Nice. So where can we contact you for more information, and as far as more information about the program, the festival?
Definitely, you can go to BrowardHipHopFest.com. Once again, BrowardHipHopFest.com, and then you can follow us at Broward Hip Hop Fest on Instagram and also Facebook, and also you can email us BrowardHipHopFest@gmail.com, and you'll get more information there. Get your tickets. It's gonna be a great time. Also, just to let you know, we're doing a Michael Jackson tribute, because Michael Jackson passed 2 days after our event. So we're doing a huge Michael Jackson tribute to where we're honoring him with the impersonator, full stage production. So if you love Michael, come out, support Michael as well,
Nice. Thank you so much for stopping by again. And you're
Not a problem.
you're never not too far to come with us.
Yes.
And we're gonna have a little bit more from you because you've been on our show for quite some time. We're gonna show you some love. We're gonna have some
Why
more
not?
information.
Hey,
from
we
you.
family, you know what I'm saying? We'll be right back, right?
We'll be back.
All right.
We're back on Thanks to Sank TV. Now, keep in mind, if you want more information about Thanks to Sank TV, please feel free to log on to www.thankstosanktv.com. Now, audience, if you were with us, we finished off the last segment. We were speaking to Sage, and we were talking about the Broward Hip Hop Festival, and we wanted to shine some more light on it as far as the founders are concerned, the reason behind it, and some of the artists that we're going to have.
Definitely. The founders, myself, of course, Kenny Jean-Baptiste, and then my wife, Curleen Moreau, and then we have my other partner, Emanuela Escarment. We all three are Haitians, young Haitians.
Woo,
that-
1804.
1804, young Haitians that we came together after doing several events every year. And like I told you, our passion behind doing music as well as artists, we're a product of the environment.
Right.
So we just came together after doing several successful things together and was like, man, let's do this, and name it Broward Hip Hop Fest. And then and ever since we started promoting it in December, man, it's been crazy. A lot of support.
And I got to give a shout out to your wife, because your wife has immaculate talent with that sewing machine, that
Yes,
needle and
the
thread.
designs,
She
yes.
designs. I've worn some of her things as well, some of her
Yes,
pieces
yes,
of work,
yes.
and she is dope. When I tell you, she didn't even go to school for it. It was
No,
something she
no.
picked up, and it's
Just-
a true passion. You can see the passion in her artistry and how it just fits. And I love the fact that it's for curvaceous women too.
Yes, women
I
that
love it, love
got
it,
a
love
lot,
it.
a
Yes.
lot going on, and she's actually the featured designer at the Broward
She
Hip Hop
better be.
Fest. Yes, every year, of course, every year she's the featured designer. She's a founder, so it's only right.
Of course, and she's the wife. She better.
Yes, the queen.
All right,
you know
all
what I'm
right,
saying?
Okay.
So, and we have artists. We have comedians. We have comedian Kitchen, aka Fat and Funny.
He's
very
hilarious.
very funny, right? yes, very funny. We have Pompano Randy.
Okay.
He's from Pompano. We have Mr. Stay Focused. These guys are hilarious guys.
Stay Focused,
Yes,
okay.
Mr. Stay Focused. We also have Gangster Comedian as well.
Okay.
He's from Pompano. He's has a very huge following. Very funny guys, and these guys are going to host the event alongside with artists like Aces, the featured artist Gank Gaank.
Okay,
We have Kima, who also has been on the show.
Yes, Kima's sweet.
We have Tibbs TMD. We had Daytoday Craze. He was on the show today.
Right.
It's so much, man, going on that day. I just don't want to say everybody's name and miss names, but you can go to the website. You can come to our IG, man. We're promoting them every day. Just yesterday, we had a photo shoot and an interview segment for the magazine for the festival. Because we have a digital magazine
You guys
that
are
will
hitting every platform.
Yes,
Love it.
because we want the artists to know that when they come on our platform, it's like a full meal.
Yes.
You're leaving with promotion, marketing, exposure, a stage platform, and leaving with artists knowing about you, you knowing about yourself, knowing where you'll be able to go, knowing that next year I can prepare myself for a platform like this.
Love it.
You know,
So again, where can we find information about you and as far as the festival is concerned?
Hey, BrowardHipHopFest.com, BrowardHipHopFest.com, at Broward Hip Hop Fest on IG. And just hit us up. Our phone number is 954-693-6434. That's our business line. Get in contact with us any way possible, right?
BrowardHipHopFest.com.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Sink to sink. Music is life. Yeah, yeah.
Move it, move it. Voice to the man, just on reaching out to the world. Take banana.
Welcome back to Sync to Sync TV. I am your host, B, and we are here with rap/hip-hop artist Gank Gaank.
What's going on
You
with
can't even say the name like without saying Gank Gaank. Like you have,
Yeah,
can you say it?
You
right?
gotta put the K on it.
You
like,
have to.
You gotta make him feel it. You
Right.
Gotta, like Gank Gaank.
Right. Oh, okay.
Ain't no for real though.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Pompano Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Exit 36. That's what they call it. Well, that's what I started, but that's what they've been calling it though. They ain't know that though.
36?
Yeah, I'm from 36.
What is that? That's a specific area?
Yeah, that's the exit when you get off of I-95. It actually say exit 36.
Oh, so
Atlanta
then they call
Boulevard.
it, they tagged it 36 now.
I mean, it been like that, but I just made it known.
Okay. So let's talk about you making things known.
That
So
part.
you have such a great following.
Yes, I do.
What is it that you do that draws you? Because I know some people pay for it, but obviously you didn't. So what is it that you did to attract so many followers?
I'm just unique. I'm just down to earth.
You are down to earth.
It's my personality. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. I'm so down to earth.
You had that southern twang too when you talk my personality.
You can't hear it through my music. Well, you kind of can. It sound like I don't know. I'm just me. I don't know how to explain it.
I got you.
They like when I do all that extra.
We were just talking about extra earlier, and the word extra, and how people like they was frowning upon it, but that's a whole nother sidebar conversation. So when we're talking about your music, what is it that is so unique about your music? So a lot of southern rappers, they come in and they come out and
Stunting, flexing,
right,
and all that.
right.
They scared to say that they were broke before. That's what they scared to do.
That's what it
They want to
is.
come out with the big chain and the nice fancy car that they probably getting from their labels. I ain't gonna tell nobody name. But I ain't come out like that. I came out all me, pain and pressure.
Love it. Love it.
Broke and rich in my mind. That's how I came out.
I love it. So with that mindset, you have no choice but to level up.
Yeah.
So as far as your music is concerned, so I mean, I don't want to date myself, but I mean, back in the days when I used to listen to my southern music, a lot of it used to come from Atlanta. And then all of a sudden you have, Trick Daddy on the scene, and then you have, the rising stars of Miami, Trina, and then you have Rick Ross, and then all of a sudden
you got Gank Gaank.
Gank Gaank. Gank Gaank.
Yeah.
Right? So what is it that you do? How do you stay cooking in the kitchen? Like, what is it that keeps you motivated?
I just move off a daily basis, basically. Like I got a story every day. Like I can make a song for Lee from even here. Like
nice.
I just move off whatever my vibe is. That's how I go. And that's how I make my music.
So it's
and
coming from the heart.
Yeah.
You writing it yourself.
Yeah,
no ghostwriters.
And I like to make my beats from scratch. Like,
nice. You make your own beats?
I can.
Okay.
But if I'm working with a producer or whatever, I like start from the bottom. And then, that's how we going to get to the top.
So you don't believe in, well, you know what, let me collaborate with this dude or this woman, because there are a lot of female rappers too. They're going to bring me a lot more following than I have. They're going to give me buzz.
I don't have no problem with it. I haven't did that yet
to
even get me a bigger buzz. I built my buzz on my own.
Love it.
I ain't got nothing with all the big $1 million followers and all that or whatever. I don't it's just all me.
Hard work.
I mean, shout out to my South Florida rappers that I done did work with. A few people from Miami, Central Florida, North Florida, Tallahassee, St. Pete.
Thought you was gonna really shout them out, just in a group.
It's too many. I can't
don't
remember
do it.
I'm not
do
gonna.
it.
I don't want nobody getting mad at me.
Exactly. Don't do it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I done did over 63 features before. I'm not gonna remember.
Nice. So when did you start?
Officially?
Yes.
2014.
2014. So
yeah.
You're like over 3 years in.
Yeah, a little over 3 years. Yeah.
So throughout that journey, what propelled you to say, you know what, let me keep going, or you know what, this is not for me, maybe I should go with plan B, or do you even have a plan B?
I ain't going back to work.
What did you do before?
I had a job actually.
Doing what?
I was a bus boy.
Okay.
Working at a 5-star little senior home.
Really?
Yeah.
Gank Gaank at the senior home.
Oh, for real.
How was that?
Fresh out of high school. It
How
was hell.
That?
Them old folks, they been through pain and pressure. They don't like that. For real. I was trying to. I was gonna go back to school. But it just wasn't me. When I was fresh out of high school, I went straight to that job. I ain't know what I was finna do.
Right.
I did all 12 of my years, but Florida so backwards. I missed the FCAT by like 1 point, so I ain't get no diploma.
Okay.
So my job was my only option at that point. I ain't even try to go back to school. I tried it. ACT failed that 4 times. All these by 1 point. So
Ooh.
I'm like, I think somebody in the educational system down here in Broad County, they know my name. Maybe they don't like me. They kept messing me miss that test by 1 point. So I was working. Doing my own little thing on the side, getting my own little money or whatever, and I was
followed your
up,
passion.
and then I just tried it. I just tried it one more time. I had songs out before, but I never had a song by myself until I dropped my hit single that everybody know me by, Pain and Pressure.
Pain and Pressure.
And that's how I blew up.
Love it.
I got fired because of that song.
You got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to come back. We got to come back. Thanks to Sank, we'll be back. We got to find out what happened and how he got fired.
For real, though.
We're back on Thanks to Sync TV. Remember, if you want more information about us, please feel free to log on to www.thankstosynctv.com. We're also on IG at Thanks to Sync TV. Now, before we left, we were speaking to Gank Gaank, hip-hop rap artist, and he was telling us that how he actually got fired for his song. And I'm interested to know, people want to know why. What happened?
I got fired because it was, I honestly believe it was just meant to happen like that.
Okay.
Even though
divine intervention.
I was getting into the music and I'm gonna break it down. I was getting into the music, so I asked God, you know, I like
for direction.
I wanna keep rapping, but I don't have time to rap because I work, and when I get off, I gotta go to the studio, and then I don't got time to sleep because I gotta get up at 6 in the morning. So when the song dropped, it was good. It was getting hot in the street, you know.
And the song is
Pain and Pressure.
Pain and Pressure.
By Gank Gaank. And you know, and they was like, we're gonna throw you a hit single release party and it's hot around your birthday, so we're gonna throw your birthday bash.
When was your birthday?
It was on March 10th.
Is that your real birthday?
Yes.
Why did you pause?
I had to think about it.
I see that.
I'm getting older too.
Okay.
I gotta make sure it's my birthday, yo. But they was like, they gonna throw me a hit single party or whatever, and I'm like, okay. And my boss, I'm trying to tell my boss, like, I can't be up that early at 6, but I can come in like maybe 8.
Okay.
He didn't want to hear it, so I said, you know, whatever, I'm gonna leave the club early and just go home, make sure I be to work at 6:30 in the morning. And I actually did leave early that night.
Okay, so we're doing good so far. So far, so good.
When I went home, I got dropped off to my brother's house, and I left my phone in my cousin's car.
Okay.
And
this sounds like something you tell a girl, but go ahead, continue.
I'm serious.
You left your phone.
When I left, I thought I was in the house chilling.
Okay.
And they left, and I did not know that he sat my phone on the porch, and I didn't think to look to my right to see my phone sitting in the chair on the porch. So I'm like, dang, I don't know my cousin's phone number. I just left the club. I'm intoxicated. I'm gonna just wait till they come back. They didn't come back. It's 4:30 in the morning. I remember one of my homeboys' number. I tried to call him. He was like, I'm in Deerfield already. I'm tired. I just left the club too. And I didn't have my job number. I didn't think to go on the internet to Google my job number.
Because you was intoxicated.
So
yeah.
10 o'clock come in the morning, I walk outside, I see my phone on the porch. I cussed everybody out in the house. I called my job. I called my job, and my boss actually, he was like, it's cool. You know, I understand. You know, this is the black boss.
Okay.
So he was like, just come in, you know, and I'm going to straighten it out with everybody else, and you just going to be here at 3 o'clock, clock in at 3:45.
So you had someone to go in there, put their hand in there to help you out.
But I was like, you know, I'm tired still, so I'm going to take a nap.
Oh, that's how we do.
And I got in touch with them like 2 o'clock, you know, I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to get up at 3 and I'm going to be there. You feel me? And I ended up.
So you pushed the envelope. Yeah,
I took the nap and woke up at 3:45 on the head.
Nice.
And they just said, you off the schedule.
So you didn't get to see the senior citizen anymore? No. God, so what would
I picked
it
my
be
check
like?
up. I saw when I picked my check up.
Okay. Okay, what would it be like to perform Pain and Pressure for them?
They might like it. They might not. You know, them older people, they don't want to be bothered no more after a certain age. They just want to sit outside and watch the birds and the bees.
Okay. So as far as your name is concerned, I know you get this a lot, but we still want to know, how did that name derive? I
used to be actually called Jit Dat Gaank. Don't ask me how I made the name up. I was a young rapper at the time.
Jit Dat Gaank. Okay.
Yeah, I was like 14. No, I didn't take the music serious till I turned 21.
Okay, so
that's
it was
when
a
I got
hobby
fired.
at first.
It was just a hobby. I was just like, whatever. And I never had no song by myself, but they was like, you got a single. And I'm like, what's a single? They were like, the song that everybody playing. But before that, they used to call me Jit Dat Gaank.
So everybody was playing it. What outlet were they playing it on?
YouTube. I had a song it's embarrassing. I don't even want to speak on it, but
what's embarrassing about it?
I used to make the little jucking music, the little young crowd music.
That's
or whatever.
not embarrassing.
You know, and I mean,
that is representation of down south, like the whole party scene for the little kids.
The neighborhood used to call me Jit Dat Gaank, but then over a while, I was like, I don't want to be called Jit my whole life.
Right.
So I just dropped it to Gaank.
Right.
And when my brother came home from prison, he was like, what's your rap name now, Jit? And I'm like, it's not Jit no more, it's Gaank. He like, well, call yourself Gank Gaank.
Okay. And what does Gank mean?
Well, I done figured out the definition of how I'm coming in the music industry now, so, you know, I'm going to be the one that's trying to steal the rap gang and bring back real music.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of fugazi music going on. I don't really...
Fugazi? Y'all know what fugazi mean?
Y'all know what that mean. Y'all into the music. Y'all know what it mean. You know, I ain't really into all that effort, shoot, all that. I ain't really too much into it. I got music like that, but
that's
I ain't
not your style.
It's not really my style.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have just a youth crowd. I don't have just a young crowd, a mid crowd. I got a older people crowd too.
And then because you already explained to us that you're speaking from your heart, based on your own experiences, then it's not gonna follow a certain, I guess, path, because that's what you're experiencing that day. So it's authentic.
I have a story to tell.
Right.
You can hear that throughout my music, but it's always gonna come from my heart. It's never gonna just be some throw it together. Yeah, I did this and
it's
wow,
not scripted.
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna be. Yeah. It's never gonna be crazy. It's always gonna be 100.
Okay. All right. So, if we wanted to get in contact with you for more information, how would we do that?
You could Google me everywhere, all over. Gank, Gaank. My social sites, Gank Gaank 36, Gank, Gaank 36. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my SoundCloud, whatever. However you want to look it up, man, it's gonna come up.
Gank Gaank.
Gank Gaank.
You guys make sure to check him out. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us, chopping it up with us. Gank Gaank on every music outlet.
Shout out to Camp 36 ENT. You know we here, man.
Humble. You so humble. I like it. You're humble.
Yeah.
We're back on Sync to Sync TV, and we've reached the final segment of the show. We would like to give a special shout out to Carew of Fort Lauderdale. You guys feel free to check out Carew for all your events, corporate events, launch parties, bar mitzvahs, you name it. Carew is the place to be. You can check them out on Instagram at Carew Multiplex. Again, I'm your host, B. You can check me out at B LONGCHAMP. We had the pleasure of having 3 artists in total for the Broward Hip Hop Festival. We have Gank Gaank. You guys.
You ain't that bad to do what I do. Oh.
I wasn't ready. Gank Gaank. Do it again.
Pain and pressure. Oh. Now, if you ever had to do what I do, if you ever had a similar issue, I'm not wishing I'd rather been you. I'm talking pain and pressure. Yeah, that's me.
You gotta always be ready. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And then Sage, he's one of the founders of the Broward Hip Hop Festival, which is going to be held on June 23rd. Anything we left out?
No, nothing. It's just gonna be litty. Just be there, man. Get your tickets.
And we can contact Broward Hip Hop Festival at
BrowardHipHopFest.com, Broward Hip Hop Fest on IG, Broward Hip Hop Fest at Gmail. Hit us up.
You guys, thank you so much for sticking and staying with us, audience. Also, we got to thank you guys for giving them a platform to be on, because in Broward County, the Miami-Dade County, as well as Palm Beach, right?
Palm Beach, yes.
Palm Beach, the Tri-County area. We don't really have that platform, so thank you so much for putting that together with you and your founders.
Yes.
Sync to Sync TV, feel free to log on to us at Sync to Sync TV on Instagram, also at www.sync2sync.tv.com. I am your host, B. It's been real. Have a good one.